Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And here they come. And stolen by James. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Papagiannis. That three off the mark. The three ball. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Brown. Floats one up and it's denied. Here's Cannon. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Calathes. Back to James. Pass to Korkmaz. In the corner, Cannon with it. To the wing on the left. Jacks up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
James, the pass to Calathes. Back to James. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Cannon. Here's the screen. Fires from the corner. Just 4 to shoot. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Switch.
Takes the three. Calathes grabs the board. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Intercepted. And here comes the break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. 1:57 left to play in the first. There's Cannon with the three. He can't get that one to fall. To the wing right side. Here's Calathes. To the middle. Pass to James. Brown sets a screen for James. Oh, he launched that one from way outside. James has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. And the defense had no chance trying to stop him there, just punishing them on the break.
1:03 left to play in the first quarter. And good that time. Cannon's gone 2 of 4 from the field. James up top. He's got 5. Launches a 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. He's covered by Brown. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
James kicks to Papagiannis. Kicks it out to James. Taken away. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Another steal. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 7. And the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
We've got Game and Diallo in at the 3 slot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Game. Here's a Kobo. Down low. Out to the right wing. Here's Game from the right block. The shot is good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
We've got Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the center position. Dos Santos carries it down low.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Game out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the 5. Offensive rebound. Kalinic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Game, the pass to Kobo. Moniunas with it. Still scoreless. Game, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Diallo out there with the Game. And it's Moniunas in at the 5.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Diallo. Kept alive. And here is Moniunas. Driving in. Scooped up. Now here's Diallo. Here's a Kobo. And at last they get one to fall.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Kalinic. He's guarded by Diallo. Rebounded. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Mitrovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort, and the jumper is on the mark.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no parts of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Here's Diallo. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Takes it inside. Over to the wing. From 18 feet away, Bollenboy gets the bucket. Bollenboy's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pulls it up. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Alcobo's gone 2 of 3 from the field. 58 seconds left here in the second. Nedovic misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's a screen by Modiunas. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
.35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Modiunas grabs the miss.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Okobo looking over the floor. Pass to Modiunas. There's Blasingame. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. Here's Bollenboy. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They lead by 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the home team.
Well,
and that concludes.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Cannon. Driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cannon's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And James throws it down hard.
and Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Cannon. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. Cannon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
Here's Calathis. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Calathis has got his second bucket of the night. Calathis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from three. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Cannon gets it to go.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
James looking it over. It's Korkmaz in the corner. 6 to shoot. Pass to Papagiannis. In the corner, it's Calathis. Got a piece of it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Cannon. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Uses both hands to slam it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Calathes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Calathes has got 6 here in this quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
They set the screen. There's Cannon with the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Korkmaz. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Shot from the wing. Calathes grabs the board. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Cannon can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Korkmaz kicks to Papagiannis. James outside. Clock at 6. Fader on the way. Offensive rebound. Pass to Calathes. Outside, James. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Papagiannis. The wing jumper off target. Papagiannis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Cannon from long range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Cannon's got 11 in the second half. James outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Right wing. There's Cannon with the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Calathes gets the bucket.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Calathes has gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. It's good from long range.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And here's James outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. James has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Papagini, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Oh, he got it!
Can you believe that?
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 14. And coming up as soon as we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Blossingame and it's a Kobo in at the shooting guard position. Here's Mitrovic, fires the 3. Matiunas grabs the miss. Here's a Kobo. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Kobo's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Dos Santos. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Okobo, that's good. Okobo's got 5 points now this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
They set the pick. Shoots the three. Watson game pulls it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. No good on the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Nedovic. Off target from outside. Nedovic has gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
Home team foul. Okobo. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for your home team. Papagiannis. James.
Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Diallo the pass to Blossinger. Back to Diallo. Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The shot's good from Nedovic.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
There's the screen. The 3. Over to the left wing. Here's Papagiannis. Offline with his 3. Papagiannis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. That's to Diallo. For the 3. Here's Okobo. There's the 3. Rebounded by Boy. Boy's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kalinic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's James outside. Rebounded by Boy. Boy's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Dos Santos off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
3-pointer. They get it again. Pass to Boy. Dos Santos. James covering. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. The tray. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Dos Santos. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Fires from way outside. Missed. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And that one drops for them.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight. Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
The shot by James, no good. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Larkin. Fires from deep. He buries it from three. Larkin's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. James finds Brown. Here's Korkmaz. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3. Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. Check by James. 6 on the shot clock. Smits. Here's Larkin. Beyond the arc. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
James passes to Brown. Back to James. Hits a three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Thompson. Going inside, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Inside, it's intercepted. It's a one-on-one situation. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Kalathis. That three's off the mark. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Larkin passes to Nora. Here's Smits. Korkmaz pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Korkmaz. Offline with a three. Here's Smits. Defended by Brown. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Smits. Good.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's Kalathis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Nora. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Kalathis. To halt the run. Nora grabs the board. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Thompson passes to Smits. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Kalathis. He's scoreless. Here's James on the wing. And here's Brown for three. Gets the three to fall. And here is Thompson. There's the triple. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 4. And we'll get the second. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the shooting guard position. Here's Beaubois. From downtown, gets the three ball to go. Beaubois got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
Puts up a deep three. The Kobo gets the bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Willis. Goes up on the wing. That one goes in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's Akobo, covered by Bryant. Here's Matajunas. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. And the three-pointer goes. He has 6.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Johnson passes to Willis. Back to Johnson. 4-3. The rebound by Diallo.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Diallo's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well. You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Diallo on the wing. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. Here's Bobois. Off target with the 3. Covered by Johnson. From the arc. Poirier with the rebound. Here's Willis.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Bobois.
2 minutes.
And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Akobo, covered by Bryant. Three-pointer. Poirier with the rebound. 1:36 left in the first half. Johnson passes to Bryant. Count it. Bryant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Akobo, covered by Bryant. Here he goes. Pass to Akobo. From deep. Sinks the tray. He's got 9.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. Both teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And Bryant gets it to go.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Akobo. Diallo outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Bobois. He's got 5. Takes the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
3 points.
Bobois got 8.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game. I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one. High value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
Pass to Willis. Puts up a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 10, Daniel.
For three, James. Oturu with the rebound. Now here's Thompson, guarded closely. Pass to Smits. Back to Thompson. Here's Nora, defended by Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Releases. Larkin no good. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Driving in, Lathan lays it up and banks it in. They set the pick. Here's Larkin.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. 2 on the clock. He shoots. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Now, here is James. He's guarded closely. Down low. It's stolen away. Tipped. They push it up 4 on 3. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Brown. James outside. 5 on the clock. Korkmaz on the wing for the lead. He can't get it to go. Korkmaz is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And here's Thompson for 3. Knocks down the long J. Thompson's got 5.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
James, right side. Good on the shot.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
The 3 from Thompson. The shot comes out.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to James. That ties it up. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Larkin. No good on the triple. Brown with a screen. For the lead. Nails it from 3. He has 6.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
They set a pick to end the run. And it's finished off by Thompson as he lays it in.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Now, here is James. The D's right on him. To the paint. With the drive. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brown with a screen. Fires for 3. The shot by James, no good. James has gone 2 of 5 from the floor to the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Korkmaz passes to James. Here's Kalathis to the inside. Here's Korkmaz. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Korkmaz has got 5.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Thompson outside. Pass to Larkin. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Thompson with it. Driving inside. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They lead by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Bryant with it. Johnson on the wing. To tie it up. That shot off the mark. They've got Johnson, and it's Poirier in at the 5. Pass to Diallo. Lets it go. Here's Akobo. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 3-pointer. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Beaubois. Pass to Willis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Man, he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Johnson for 3. That one doesn't drop. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Back to James. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Beaubois, covered by Diallo. Outside Johnson. And there's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Diallo. Back to James. Here's Akobo.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Johnson a screen on James. The 3 is up. It's not going to go for him.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Back to Diallo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up by 9. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. Willis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
James outside. And there's a pick. Over to the wing. Spins to the wing, right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beaubois. Check by James. Johnson on the wing. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Now, here is James. Pass to Okobo. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Back to James. 5 to shoot. From the wing. Diallo passes to James. On target from range.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most. Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be...
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Thompson, and it's Poirier in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. They set the pick. And Cannon gets it to go.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Thompson outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Smits. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Cannon. From the arc. Poirier grabs the miss. Larkin looking it over. Thompson outside. From deep. Cannon with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Larkin. A miss that time would have put him up.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Larkin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
There's a good screen. Cannon from long range. Poirier grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Cannon. Buries it from three-point range. He has 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Smits. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Thompson with the rebound. 1:25 left to play here in the first. Count that one. Thompson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Cannon. He's covered by Thompson. The 3 drains the three-pointer.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the wing. Pass to Smits. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Cannon. 27 seconds left in the first. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer. Rebound by Larkin.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Misses the 3. It doesn't go for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Up 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Johnson is out there with Willis. Then it's Bryant, and it's Bobois in at the point guard position. Pass to Johnson. Rebounded by Boy.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
To the inside and taken away by Johnson. Ryan in the post. From down in the low post, it goes.
Johnson.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Good D by Beaubois. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Willis, no good.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
To the paint. Here's Mitrovic. Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Here's Bollenboy. Scoreless thus far. And he gets it to go.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
There's a screen by Willis. Beaubois for 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. To the right side. Here's Nedovic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Inside. Here's O'Toole. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Beaubois outside. Johnson in the corner. They set the pick. And Beaubois kicks to Willis. Lets it go with a 3. Sink. It's the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Here's Mitrovic. Fires from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson, the pass to Bryant. Fires the 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Kalinic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Home team foul. Kalinic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Beaubois outside. Pass to Johnson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And that one is good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
.127 left in the second quarter. Dos Santos. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And here is Bryant. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Outside, Willis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
Willis. 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Nedovic. 52 seconds left in the first half. Kalinic, who's guarded by Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. He takes it in. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Willis. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Bryant with it. 5 points in the game. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bryant's got his third basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Got a hand on it, and it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Cannon from long range. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the visiting team. That is more than enough.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Into the lane. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Poirier in at center. Here's Larkin. Still yet to score. No good.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss things.
Took him no time at all on that one.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Thompson passes to Smits. Puts up a 3. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. For the lead. Back to Cannon, stolen by Thompson. He's all alone. A finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Drives to the hoop. No good on the 3. Stolen away. Pass to Cannon. And the shot goes in.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Thompson for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Thompson's got 9. Thompson's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Thompson. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Larkin. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
There's a screen. Here's Cannon. And it's Smith with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Larkin, the pass to Smits. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Cannon from long range. A jump hook. Beyond the arc. And it's Smith with the rebound. Here's Larkin. To the left wing. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Harkin can't get it to go. Harkin's gone 1 of 4 from the field. There's the pick. To the left side wing. From downtown, it's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
41 seconds left in the third quarter.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Cannon from long range. Trains it from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 9.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Thompson passes to Poirier. Here's Smits. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Johnson, also Willis out there. And it's Bobois in at the 1. And he gets it back. From past the arc. And Nedovic pulls it down. Out to the right wing, to the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Bobois. There's a screen by Willis. For 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Mitrovic. Here's the triple. Unable to get that one. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Nedovic from outside the arc. Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Willis. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside Bryant. Offline from the top of the key. They set the screen. Kalinic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Willis the pass to Bobois. Johnson from outside. That shot off. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Nedovic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bryant gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Willis. Left side, Bryant. The tray. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
The shot's good from Nedovic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Bryant passes to Oturu. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Not going to go that time. Johnson's gone 1 of 4 so far. Dos Santos. He's covered by Beaubois. Fires the 3. Beaubois pulls it in. Beaubois has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Willis. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Mitrovic. He's covered by Willis. Ballin' Boy passes to Nedovic. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Yes, that goes in.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And Bryant kicks to Johnson. Fires from deep. That one, no good. Dos Santos. Pass to Nedovic. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Bryant, that's for 2. Good. Nothing but net. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep three-point territory. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the...
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Defended by Brown. There's a screen, takes it inside, and he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now James. Here's Calathis, out to the right wing, to the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And he banks in the layup.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Pass to Korkmaz. Let's go with a three. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
No one near him. It's good. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Calathis. Basket's good. They set the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now, here is James. Defense right on him. Here's Calathis. James deciding where to go with it. Brown with a screen. From outside the arc. It's deflected. In transition, here they come. He launches a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Home team foul. Dos Santos. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. There's a screen. Back to Korkmaz. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Defended by Brown. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Here's Korkmaz. James outside. Back to Korkmaz. James outside. The fadeaway. No good there.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Three-pointer, no good. Brown looking around. Pass to James. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And that one's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Check by James. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From from beyond the arc and then some.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Here's the three. Can't hit that one. Counted from distance. 7 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Brown. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Over to the left wing. The three. Korkmaz pulls it in. Brown finds James. Oh, they pick off the pass. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Diallo outside. Right wing. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Inside, deflects the pass. To the middle. There's the three. The shot misses. And about a minute gone in the second quarter.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Akobo, still without a bucket. Shoots from the line. 4 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Nedovic. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the shot goes down.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And a missed layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
For 3. Knocks it down from distance.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Mata-Yunis. Shot clock at 6. Diallo on the wing. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. To the wing on the left. Jacks up a 3. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. The 3. That shot is off.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Akobo. They set the pick. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's Nedovic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Now, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
1:11 left in the second.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
1:10 left in the second period. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The three ball. That shot off. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
No good from the wing. Here's Matajunas. Pass to Akobo. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Diallo sinks it from distance. Diallo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Nedovic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They're up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
$8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started.
And this could be a close one, guys. Two evenly matched teams. I don't really know what else to say.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be. Thanks, as always.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. They set the pick. Fires for 3. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Korkmaz on the wing. Back to James. Pass to Korkmaz. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Korkmaz has got his second basket of the night. On target from range.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. Brown with it. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. And there's a pick. There's the steal. Here's Kalathis. James outside. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. James has gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
From deep. And And the three-pointer goes.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Fires in the triple. Calathes has got 5 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
There's a screen. James passes to Korkmaz for the tie. And it's James with the three. James has gotten his second bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From outside the arc, buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside, Brown. James, outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot that time, not on target.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Hits the three-pointer.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
1:16 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. James can't get that one to fall.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Calathes has gotten his third basket of the night.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
He shoots it. Doesn't go for him. Now, here is James. He's got 5. 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Calathes. From deep. No good that time.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Outside, Brown. James. And it's James with the jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. There's a screen to take the lead. Can't get it to drop. To the right side. Here's Nedovic. Counted from distance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
It's picked off. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's a Kobo. Drills it from deep.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Takes a three. The shot won't fall. Here's Nedovic. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
From behind the arc. Unable to get that one.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
It's tipped. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Akobo. Diallo right side. Out to the right wing. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
To the wing, right side. The three. He buries it from three.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Nedovic. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Launches it. That shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low. They swipe it. Covered by Diallo. To the left wing. Snatched away. And here's the fast break. It's tipped.
Substitution for the away team.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Nedovic. Lets the three fly. Pure from three-point range.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
James with the ball. This one for three. Doesn't go that time. Covered by Diallo. Fires the three. No good on the shot.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Three-pointer. Akobo, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Puts up a three. Drops in the three.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And there's the screen. For three, Diallo. From deep three-point land. No luck on that one. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Brown. Korkmaz is out there with James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now, here's Thompson. Elbow shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And that one's good for Korkmaz.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Smits. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's James. To the right side. Korkmaz. Good, and the assist goes to James. Korkmaz has got 6.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Larkin dishes to Thompson. There's a good screen. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
James looking around. Galathis kicks to James. Here's the 3. Pass to Papagiannis. There's the 3. And that one's good. Korkmaz. He's got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Poirier to the wing right side. They set the pick.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. James, the pass to Galathis. Here's Korkmaz. He's got 9. To the middle. Here's Papagiannis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Larkin. James covering. And stolen by James. Pass to Galathis. Papagiannis kicks to James. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Galathis passes to Papagiannis. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Thompson right side. Pass to Larkin. 6 to shoot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's the screen. James left side. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Larkin. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Brown. Back to Korkmaz. The screen from Brown. To the paint. It's stolen. Here's Norrell. Good if it goes. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarter.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Bryant. Willis is out there with Johnson, and it's Beaubois in at the 1.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Awesome game out there with Diallo. And it's Okobo in at the 2 spot. They set the pick. Back to Bryant. Pass to Oturu. Three-pointer, Willis. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Okobo, defended by Bryant. Down low. Maniunas' shot is good. Maniunas has got his first 2 points.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
And Beaubois kicks to Bryant. There's a screen by Willis. And it's Bryant missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That's the Blossom game. Over to the left wing. Diallo, a screen on Johnson. Okobo, the pass to Diallo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Beaubois. No scoring in this one. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Here's Okobo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. A 3-ball. Beaubois pulls it in. Outside Bryant. There's a screen by Willis. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. Here's Okobo. Johnson with the rebound. Willis the pass to Oturu. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Passing game, the pass to Okobo. Now Diallo. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Outside, Willis. Johnson from outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Okobo. He's covered by Willis. Okobo, the pass to Diallo. 5 to shoot. Here's Okobo. Takes a 3. Oturu with the rebound. Beaubois with the ball. Launches a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. For three, Akobo. That's good.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bobois can't get it to go. Going inside. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
The three from Bryant. It's hauled in by Diallo. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Okobo. Shoots from the elbow. Moniunas passes to Okobo. Diallo with it. Here's Okobo. Defended by Bryant. And it's off from three-point range. Bobois for three. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
And that three makes things just a little more interesting here as we head to halftime. They are not going away.
And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Up 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You take a look at the visitors. They're pretty entrenched in their power ranking spot. Hard to see much movement from them this late in this year.
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team.
Yep.
And that'll do it for...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Thompson is out there with Larkin. And it's Nora in at the three. Brown sets a screen for James. Pass to Kalathis. Fabianis kicks to Kalathis. James, the pass to Papagiannis.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
They'll credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Smith's good. Smiths has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Sinks that one from the post. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Hits it from three-point range.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And stolen by Thompson. To the wing on the left. Here's the screen. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Korkmaz. No good with the triple. A tight game here in Charlotte. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Larkin looking it over. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. Larkin's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Kalathis kicks to Korkmaz. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brown against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. For the three. Pass to Nora. Here's Larkin. Here's Smits. He's covered by Brown. And it's Smits missing. Brown inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. 1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Larkin. James defending. From past the arc. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Larkin's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Papagiannis kicks to Kalathis. Here's Papagiannis. Korkmaz passes to James. Pass to Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Larkin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Larkin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Drops in the tray.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Fires the 3. And it's Smits missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
James outside. Pass to Papagiannis. They set the pick. Here's Kalathis. From outside, off the mark. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Smits in at the 4-man position. Here's Nora. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Papagiannis. Back to Korkmaz. There's the pick. On the wing, James. From the arc. And it's Smith with the rebound. And stolen by James. And the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
James has gone 3 for 5 from the field. Here's Larkin. James defending. On the wing, Thompson. Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Kalathis passes to Papagiannis. Good. Great play by Kalathis to set it up.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He's really taking care of the ball. That's just his first turnover of the night.
Now Diallo puts up a deep 3. Oturu with the rebound.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Kicks it out to Johnson, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eunice.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Bryant can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Kobo's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Johnson attacking, and then Johnson with the jam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Diallo, a screen on Bryant. There's the drive. Three-pointer. Shot good by Diallo.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bobois outside. There's a screen by Willis. Lets it go from the wing. Buries the jump shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Diallo against Johnson. Spins. Lock at 6. Kobo, the pass to Diallo. Launches it. The rebound by Bryant. Diallo's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. From deep, Johnson hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Passing game, the pass to Eunice. Here's a Kobo. Eunice, a screen on Bryant. Here's a Kobo. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
There's the screen. Bobois outside. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
It's stolen by Bobois.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Now they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
From deep. And it's a Kobo missing. From deep, Bryant misses. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really...
Sports fans, thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Fires the three. And it's Larkin with a rebound. Pass to Nora. Out to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Driving to the basket. That one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Inside, Smith, and he dunks it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Defended by Thompson. There's the triple. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here are the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Both free throws good from Thompson.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Cuts off the pass. And he drives in. Here's Smits. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smits has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
A deep three. And no good.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Away team ball.
.144 left to play in the first. The three is up. Takes the three, and he buries his first look. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
He gets it in there. Larkin's got his second basket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Larkin's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Defended by Thompson. The three. Three-pointer. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They set a pick. Here's Larkin. Offline with a baseline jumper.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Sinks the tray.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
From the baseline. That one no good. From downtown. And it's Smits with a rebound. On the wing, Thompson. For 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Johnson. And it's Willis in at the 4-man position. From deep, Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. They've got Johnson. And it's a Turu in at the center position. Covered by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Beaubois. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. No good from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Launches it from deep. They grab their own miss. Over to the wing. Here's Nedovic. No good on the 3. Here's Beaubois. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The 3 is up. That shot missing.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Connects from downtown.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. 11 points in the game.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Bryant. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Fires from deep. The rebound by Willis. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Beaubois. 4-3. This is another. He's 0 for 4.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Nedovic, covered by Bryant. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Beaubois. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's a screen. He takes it in. Here's Nedovic. There's the triple. The rebound by Willis.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Beaubois. Pass to Willis.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.58 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Covered by Bryant. Counted. 13 points in the game. Here's Willis. The 3. The shot, no good. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Nedovic. Rebounded by Johnson.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Here's Beaubois. Lets the three fly. No good. It's stolen. From deep three-point land. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached halftime in this one. They're up by 10. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making threes.
Taking a peek now. And that's a wrap-up.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the 2-guard spot. Launches it. The rebound by Willis. Willis has got 4 rebounds now. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around. Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Beaubois. Let's go with a 3. Outside Johnson. Nails it from 3. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
There's the drive. The 3 is up. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. From behind the arc. That one is off.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is giving.
Here's Beaubois. Off the mark there with a 3.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Fires the 3. No luck on that one.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
12 straight points off 3s. This defense is not extending very well.
Takes a 3. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Beaubois. And no good. The dry spell continues.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Johnson. They set the screen. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 6 points.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
From outside the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he makes all 3. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact. The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
The 3-ball. The rebound by Willis. Willis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. He can't hit that time. This one for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. 12 points for him.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Johnson inside. Yep, that one's good. Johnson's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Covered by Bryant. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Knocks down the long J.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time. Not going to go that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 18. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great passer.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the 2 spot.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Willis. Willis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
No good with the triple. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Fires for 3. That shot missing. Fires the 3, and the 3-pointer goes.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Johnson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. He buries it from 3.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
From deep 3-point range, and Bryant pulls it down. Out to the right wing. Here's the pick. Here's Willis. Baseline jumper, and he gets that one.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
For 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Oturu. Bryant outside. Wide open. And he drops that one in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the right side. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Poirier. Thompson left side. Larkin passes to Smits. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the take, and that one is stuffed right through.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And there's a pick. Misses the three. Here's Larkin. 1:05 left in the final quarter. Pass to Smits. From deep. No good on the shot. There's the drive. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Away team foul. Dos Santos. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for your home team. Smith.
Both shots good from the strike. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Clock at 4. Fires away from way out. Oh my goodness, it counts!
Did that really go in?
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can...